Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Family, welcome to the Liberian Perspective. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up and don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. Hey, family, I gotta go ahead and get into this live stream right now so that all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Welcome to TLP at noon. Yes, I am your host, Harry B. If you are watching live with me, you're going to be in the chat and you're going to be giving me your opinions, telling me who you are, where you come from, what team you rep. We're going to have a good time today. This is a good show that I have for you today. We're going to be talking about all of these anonymous coaches that are coming out of the woodworks. And for some odd reason, Coach Prime is living rent-free in their craniums, okay? We're going to talk about all of those people, what's happening currently around the Buffs. I'm going to give you some prospects that are in line to replace Mr. Sean Lewis, okay? So we're going to talk about all of those in today's shows. In today's show, TLP at noon. It is noontime right now. It is 12:02 on the East Coast, so it must be 9 o'clock or 9:02 on the West Coast. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want to say hello to all of my guests, people who are here joining me. Please say hello. If you are at work, I hope you are having a good time at work. I hope you are being productive at work. Whatever you're doing at work, salute to you. Thank you for joining the show. Guys, I really appreciate it if you smash that like button to please send the video through the algorithm to make the algorithm do that little dance that it does to let other people know, hey, man, TLP at noon has started. Harry B is on time. Wow. Let's go ahead and talk about the show. Did you see the new Prime documentary? Patrick Williams, what up with you? The Prime documentary is supposed to drop on December the 7th. If you're talking about Coach Prime, the documentary that's supposed to be on Amazon Prime, that's supposed to drop on December the 7th. So I haven't really seen that yet unless they did a pre-release. All right. I don't know about that yet. So we are going to be doing a 1-hour show today, guys. It's usually 3 hours, but the 3 hours is a lot tasking, and I can't drop other videos. So we're going to cut it down to TLP at noon, and we're going to go for 1 hour. That's going to give me an opportunity to drop other videos that I have slated, a video that I'm editing right now. I'm giving you my introspective look into why SI decided to give Coach Prime the Sports Person Award for 2023. All right. I'm giving you an introspective look on why I believe they did the right thing. I will drop that video right after this live show. So we're not going to talk about it too much. Then I give it all away and then I have no video. But yes, the lives have been successful. We have a lot of engagement. YouTube is, you know what I'm saying? YouTube is sending out information, letting me know that we have an engagement on the live show. So the live show is working. I just got to cut it down to maybe an hour just so we can be more productive. And if you look on the top right corner of your screen, guys, right there on the top right, you will see the email. I did it a little differently this time to make it a little bigger. Is hot tips for tlpsports@gmail.com. This is a call-in show. So if you want to call in, you want to come on screen or just use your voice, please email me at hottipsfortlpsports@gmail.com. And yes, and I will bring you on so that we can talk about all of these anonymous coaches. All right. So please join the show. It makes it more lively. Yesterday, we had a coach on, of course, our Coach McKinney. That's right. Oh, I forgot. I remembered his name. Coach McKinney was on yesterday. He gave us a lot of insight from his perspective in Charlotte, North Carolina, coaching high school football, and give us a perspective. We graded Coach Prime. We said some crazy things. Okay, some more people left the channel. They're like, I don't like what Harry B's saying. It's all good, man. But I support Coach Prime and this team. So let's go ahead and get into the show. Evelyn Davidson, what up with you? Patrick Williams, what up with you? If you are able to say who you are and where you're watching from, that'll be nice. If not, you can just watch or just listen. I know a lot of you are sneak watching anyway. Shh, don't tell nobody. I won't tell anybody. But we're gonna go ahead and start the show off with the potential replacements for the what's his name? For Sean Lewis. So let's go ahead and go to the potential replacements. All right, from Atlanta. Patrick is from Atlanta. What it do with you? All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's go ahead straight and talk about these potential replacements. You guys know some of them already. Can B, what up with you? Welcome to the show. All right, examining the top potential candidates to replace Sean Lewis as Colorado's OC. Just like Coach Prime, guys, when I read out in public or live, you know what I'm saying? It don't always go well, okay? So buckle up. It's about to be interesting. All right, so this article is by Jack Carlo. This is the Colorado's Buffaloes Wire, that usatoday.com. And this is where we're getting the potential suitors. Colorado's annual search for a new offensive coordinator is back on, as Sean Lewis is not reportedly, but he has taken the job at San Diego State. All right. And these are going to be the potential suitors, or the people that we see that are going to be replacing him. Okay. The first one we get is Byron Leftwich. A lot of you have already heard about Byron Leftwich. Current most recent coaching job, Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator for 2019 to 2022. Based on everything I've seen, Leftwich is the favorite to become Colorado's next offensive coordinator. The 43-year-old coach worked with Tom Brady in Tampa and even watched a few of Colorado's preseason practices earlier this fall. And then we have, I'm going to mess this name up, Donna Holgerson. Okay. Can I get this guy off the screen? Yeah, no, maybe. Okay, I guess he's not going to move. Okay, current most recent job, head coach at Houston, 2019 to 2023. Holgerson is a hot name right now for several vacancies after he was fired from Houston over the weekend. While at Houston, all right, so this article was when? Because I'm saying like this weekend. This article was when? When was this article? Okay, you don't want to tell me the date? Okay, here it goes. Okay, so this article was 2 days ago, okay? November 28th. So when you hear this weekend, that's when it was. All right, guys. I am not seeing the chat right now. So if you guys are saying something, please forgive me. I am not seeing the chat right now. Okay, so Holgerson is a hot name right now for several vacancies after he was fired from Houston over the weekend. While at Houston, the Cougars went 31-28 over his five seasons, including a 12-win 2021 campaign. Still, Holgerson is an offensive-minded coach who worked under Mike Leach while at Texas Tech in the early 2000s. All right, so our next guy is going to be Brett Bartoloni. You guys know Brett, right? He is the wide receivers coach. You already know that. Because Bartoloni was Coach Prime's OC at Jackson State in 2022, he should at least be considered a safety option. Okay? Should it be a safe option? But anyways, I don't know. It also doesn't hurt that he's plenty familiar with Shador and Travis Hunter. All right. The next guy is going to be Brennan Marion. All right. You guys let me know who you think while I'm saying these things, while I'm saying these names. You guys let me know who you think is going to be the favorite. I know Byron Leftwich, his name is floating a lot, and he may become, if not already. Okay, you guys are probably telling me, let me come back and see, make sure that you guys are not saying it in here. Okay. All right, Justice, what up with you? Justice Banian. All right, guys. Thank you, Kim B. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get more people here on the live show, guys. TLP at noon. All right, so while I'm talking, guys, please let me know if you think whoever you think it should be as far as who these prospects are. All right, guys. So yeah, the offensive coordinator. So this guy right here. Okay, so now we are currently on Brennan Marion. His current and most recent job, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach at UNLV 2023 to present. Back in December of 2021, there were buzz at that Marion was interested in Colorado's vacant OC job, but Marion instead went to Texas and Carl Durrell hired Mike Sanford. Now, 2 years later, Marion should again be viewed as a candidate, especially for after his strong work at UNLV this season. And then, of course, the next one is going to be Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur was famously promoted with 3 games left in the season when Coach Prime was like, hey, man, we need a new look. We need a new face and a new look. So Pat Shurmur was, put into place, and we know that story. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So that's where we stand right now, guys. Give me one moment. All right. So those are the prospects that are going to be replacing Sean Lewis. Now, while we're on this Sean Lewis situation, guys, let's go ahead. Before we go to, I'm going to play you a clip of Sean Lewis's press conference. I want to talk a little bit about that press conference. Some are saying that he shaded Coach Prime. He didn't thank Coach Prime in his introductory speech. He didn't say, he barely said his name. The only time Coach Prime's name came up was when he was asked a question about his stay at Colorado. Now, I would say it's customary that if you get another job as a head coach and you are coming from another coach, the first thing you would say, hey, man, I would like to thank Colorado, Rick George, Coach Prime, and the Colorado family and the Buff Nation for, the love that they showed me in Colorado. Now we're moving on to a new regime. You guys let me know if that's not customary. It's just something you do out of respect for somebody giving you an opportunity, giving you a job. However, how you felt about it or not, it doesn't matter. To be professional, you would just say, hey, man, I'd like to thank Buff Nation. Guys, I love you, but you know what I'm saying? This is time for me to move on to that next thing. Am I right or am I right? Somebody let me know. So Ivory Taylor, what up with you? Good content, good job. Thank you so much. So you guys let me know. Isn't that the right thing to do? Like just in the right spirit? Because when you leave that out, you're kind of leaving yourself open for criticism. I don't know why some of these coaches, I don't know why some people don't get it, but the only thing I can read into that is like, it was done in such a distaste for him that it just felt like he didn't want anything to do with that. He went to his way back past, right? And he was thanking people from like the time he was in high school. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. And nothing about thanking Rick George, thanking Colorado's fans. Hey, the fan base, he didn't even mention us. Like, bro, I'm making videos and I'm like, bro, I want you to get a good job. I want you to go somewhere. I know it was unfair. The relationship didn't work out, but thank the fans at least. We held you down, bro. Like, I know some of us is greasy and we talking greasy about you. I know that, but at least say, hey, man, I want to thank the fans, the Colorado fans. They're great fans. Yada, 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 yada. You know, that thing that they're supposed to do to kind of like just be cordial, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and go through the interview. Reggie can't wait. Reggie Gay says, show the interview. KMS, you're not too late. We were just going over the potential coaches. All right, so let's go to the interview. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull up that interview. I should have had it queued. It's something that I just wanted to do on the fly. So give me 1 second. Here it goes. I have it up right here. Okay, it's already queued up. All right. All right, let's take a listen. Gris, what up with you? Welcome to the show. Andrew Harris, welcome to the show. Yard man, what up with you, man? Reggie, welcome. Everybody, welcome to the show. We have a good show today, guys. We have a lot to discuss. We've been having a pretty good show. So grateful that it's working out. All right, so here is the interview with.
And I need to say a few thank yous before we dive into the vision and direction that we're about to head as a like family and the excitement that me and my family have to be here on the Mesa and to be a part of this wonderful community. First and foremost, I need to thank President De La Torre for her time and this process and sharing her vision in the university and how this is going to be a great partnership together. Her leadership is truly a difference maker, and that was felt in our time yesterday that we spent together. JD, for your diligence in this process and from the very first conversation, the way that you cared for.
Can you guys hear the interview clearly? Please let me know if you can hear the interview clearly. Please let me know. Say yes. Somebody just say yes quickly so I can go back to it. I don't want to pause it too long, but I just want to make sure I don't want to just play this thing. What's good? Chris Brown, what up with you? Can y'all hear the interview? Is it clear, please? Somebody confirm very quickly for me. Coach Lewis better win. Please confirm anybody. Yes. Okay, Ken B says yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Going back to it. All right.
Young men, student athletes of the department. It was evident and something that was really near and dear to my heart and to my families for our reason why we do all of this. To Bob Moosberger, our paths crossed long ago within the MAC, and to cross paths again, to be a part of this, extremely grateful and for your support in all of this and our partnership going forward is going to be amazing. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Need to thank all the coaches that believed in me, and there's too many to mention, but Coach Dino Babers, who's from San Diego himself, and many years ago, saw something in a really a really young coach who didn't know a whole heck of a lot, but took me underneath his arm and stewarded me through his profession and gave me an opportunity. I wouldn't be here without him. And then again to everyone at Kent State, Joel Nielsen, Randall Richmond, President Beverly Warren, and President Dyken there, who also were supportive of me, of our vision, and allowed me to do things the way that we felt was right to pour into our kids while we were there, to be in front of y'all today. And also need to mention all the players. Without them and addressing and speaking with the team this morning, I told the players it's about them. It's always going to be about them. It's about the players. And if it wasn't for the Jimmy Garoppolos, the Eric Loras, the Matty Jays, the Gary Dieters, the Roger Lewises, Dustin Crum, and all the kids that believed. And again, there's countless many more that saw the vision that we were trying to lay out, bought into it, and ran with it and made it their own, put their own style on it, and made the plays in between the white lines. We wouldn't be getting to know one another today. So I'm very, very grateful for them. Lastly, for my thank yous, and I apologize for being a little bit long-winded with it, but don't plan on doing this very many more times. So, my family and my parents and my sister, I need to thank them. Family is very, very important to me. It was a big part of our conversation as we move through this, the Aztec family, and being able to intertwine my family, our extended family, with the Aztec family here, and my parents instilling in me the work ethic, the drive and desire, and the belief to say, hey, whatever that you want to go do that. And we support you wholeheartedly. I would not be there, would be here without them. My sister, who's an educator and is in teaching, she's an advocate of mine, and she's one of my greatest supporters. And she also doesn't know it, but she's one of the people that I lean on quite a bit because she teaches me how to teach. And that's what coaches are. We're just trying to teach them information and pass it along to our young men so that they can have success. So, Aaron, thank you for that. And lastly, I need to thank my wife, Sarah.
This is Mongolia, and we are not.
Come on, Mongolia. Get off my screen.
The only company.
Get a little emotional. But without your support and everything that we've been through since high school, the journey together, we would not be here. You are the rock of our family. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being my best friend. I can't wait to start this adventure with you here, to Kira and Rory, you guys are everything to me. I can't wait for Rory, for you to be in the facility again, playing PlayStation far too long than you should. And for Kira, for you to be running around, asking for snacks wherever they may be and stealing my Jolly Ranchers. I love you guys so much. And I can't wait to start this adventure with you guys here on the Mesa. So, with that being said,
all right. Well, that was it right there. So that's pretty much. So that's pretty much it, guys. That was the interview. That was not the interview. That was the thank yous in the beginning. Now I say salute to Sean Lewis. He's emotional. When this situation happens, when the situation of demotion happened, everything with Coach Prime is going to go viral. So it was embarrassing. Put yourself in that situation and you get demoted and it goes viral. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing to a coach. Whether we want to be on the side of Coach Prime or not, as a person, it is embarrassing, and it was embarrassing. Now, I can't tell you that that's the reason why he chose not to say anything about Colorado in his introduction. I think as a professional, and he knowing that this is a juggernaut of a base, he did himself a disservice for not mentioning the Colorado fan base, not mentioning Rick George, who gave him a chance, Coach Prime gave him a chance. Nothing. It was not just disrespectful, but it was a disservice to yourself, because now people are going to draw conclusions. Now you're going to have us doing narratives. Now you're going to have us talking about you even more. So if that's what you wanted, you got it. All right. What do you think, guys? I want to hear what you guys think. So we got hot tips for tlpsports@gmail.com. If anybody wants to come on and talk about that situation, please come on. Please email me so that I can bring you on the show, and then we can talk about it, because I feel like why do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would he do that? Unless it was so hurtful. Unless it was just so hurtful that he felt like he needed to do something in order to kind of like say, I don't care about what you're doing over there. I don't respect what you did to me. If that was the way that he wanted to address the issue, then that's the way that he chose. When you do somebody dirty, you can't dictate how they're going to respond. It's just that's the way that he chose to do it. I think he did himself a disservice, and it's going to make news. Apparently, like, there's already been a couple of videos of people have already talked about it, and it's going to be talked about. We're now talking about it. BP says, let the man rest. He went out quietly. No need to kick him for having natural animosity. Okay. But I mean, we're talking about it. It is something we got to talk, because he won 2 trophies acting and he's a head coach. LOL. Andrew Harris, what up with you? Rare Divine. He got caught looking for other jobs during the season and got demoted. Oh, was that a thing? Wait a minute. He got caught looking for other jobs during the season and got demoted. Yo, is that a narrative? Is that true? Grizz, what's up with you, man? It was embarrassing that he made no adjustments. Sean Dirty, who sets up a QB and don't adjust. Okay, so y'all pounding it. Y'all on it, right? That's what we're doing? Okay. Win of Prosperity says, now, I like these names y'all choose for your YouTube handle. You're trying to send messages. Grizz, I don't know what you're trying to say. You grinding? Anyways, I ain't trying to make fun of your name. It was embarrassing that he made no adjustments for the team that counted on his expertise, and evidently someone wasn't being honest. He already was leaving. Grizz says that's what he heard. He connected, boss man. Okay, Grizz. I see you flexing a little something. That's why you got those 2 flexes on there. Grizz said he's connected. Yo, so he was out there. He was on the computer with his resume, and somebody passed by and took a selfie. Ooh, that's not good. Yardman, what you got to say? Yardman says Prime did not give Lewis a step up. Lewis was already a known. Hold up. Lewis was already a known head coach in some parts of the region. If Lewis was bad, as the Prime following said, then he would never get an opportunity elsewhere. Well, I don't know that he was bad. People got stuff to say, but I don't believe he was bad. I believe he did his job because we came out blazing 3-0, and then we're saying that he couldn't change. Is it him that couldn't change? We don't know. I mean, yes, we're going to blame him, okay? Because we're not going to believe that Coach Prime, he and Shador, the communication didn't go the way it should have went. Things that he wanted to do, he couldn't do because you got to remember he's not the head coach, all right? So are we 100% that he was the one that wasn't trying to make different plays? I don't know that information. But as a Coach Prime supporter, we can just say, yeah, it was him, and then move on from that. But that was the fact that he did not mention Coach Prime is what I'm stuck on. That just further kind of goes into the relationship, or whatever you're thinking about the relationship. It just further lets you know that there was bad blood. Because if a coach gives you an opportunity, whether it's a step up or not, it's a job. And then he gave you a heck of a lot of money for it. So a job is a job, bro. Like the people say on the internet, a win is a win. Okay? A job is a job. He gave you a job. He gave you an opportunity. When other suitors were out there, okay, other OCs were out there and they chose you. So going out as a professional, you should say, hey, man, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. You don't have to say nothing nice. Just say the right things like, hey, man, thank you for the opportunity. Buff Nation, I love you. Thank you for the opportunity. It's been great. Okay, we will see you guys on the field. Leave it like that. And then all of that extra stuff, moot. Nobody was like, all right, cool. He's cool. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, Rare Divine says, Lewis said on well off Coach Prime gave him full permission to run the offense. Deion Sanders officially named Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year. Jason Whitlock is about to. Yeah, I got a video coming for that. I don't want to give too much into my perspective on that. I'm editing a video, so this show is gonna be a 1-hour show. We're gonna get in, we're gonna get out. I might go just a little longer if you guys want to engage. If somebody wants to email me and come on here and talk about this, then I may engage. But I want to keep my comments on that specific thing a little short because I got a video coming for that. Red Divine, what do you say? I'm tired of them pinching off Colorado for drama, but you got other coaches being fired up and leaving for new teams. Well, yeah, I mean, but the idea here is the fact that Sean Lewis, the way that he did it. That's all I'm saying. That's the only reason. I mean, it's a topic. It's something to talk about because Calvin Sexton, President's Inner City All-Stars. What up with you? Welcome to the show. Okay, so this is what Calvin says. And all the names. I think the O-line intentionally was sabotaging Shador, and Lewis didn't confront the O-line and did not do anything about it. That's a perspective, but I don't buy into that perspective that the O-line sabotaged Shador on purpose. On yesterday's show, we went a little deeper into that whole sabotaging idea. And why I stand on the fact that I think Shador should have maybe, if he didn't, because I don't know if he did or not. If he didn't, maybe he should have took those guys out, babysat their uncle's child, did whatever he had to do to make sure that they became a family. But I know another narrative that's going around in the locker room is that, listen, ain't nobody got time to be holding your hands. Ain't nobody got time to be babysitting you. Is that what it is? Is high school football a little different? If you're going to be in there for 4 years with these gentlemen, is high school football different because the fact that college football is like the precursor to the NFL, where you're now a professional. We're treating you like a professional. So ain't nobody got time to be babysitting you. Nobody got time to be cultivating relationships. Is that a thing? Should we not consider the whole thing from the movie where Denzel was the director and the new coach not consider Remember the Titans as a documentary for this movie, or as something that we should look at and say, look, what the O-line was letting people in and people getting hit? Should we not consider that? Is college football amateur or G League for the NFL, especially now that money is involved? Should we consider it that and say, hey, if you want the money, if you want the NIL, then act like a professional. Stop acting like babies. Nobody should be sitting here trying to take you out and build a relationship with you. Just do your job. So if somebody's sabotaging, does that mean that they're catching feelings? Can we consider college football amateur sports, or like just G League? Because in G League you do get paid something, but doesn't that mean that if that's the fact, that if we're going to take that approach, should we somehow pay everybody, give everybody money then? So that way that you say, hey, listen, you're getting $150 a week. Just do your job, because you can't expect everyone to just say, hey, man, this is a professional sports. This is professional. Just do your job. So what do you say on that? Let me make sure I'm reading the comments. Deion saying I was fishing the name sport. Okay, we covered that. I'm tired of them pinching. Okay, I hope that. Okay, so what do y'all say? What exactly do y'all think about that? These comments are coming in too slow. Come on, computer. What are you doing? Gerald D said, these anonymous coaches are either fake or Kairos. We need to stop spreading their hate. Harry B, good afternoon to you. Oh, Investor, what up with you? Gerald D, what up with you? Rare Divine said, love that perspective. Young adults need that. Harry, go back and look at the system he ran at Kent State. It involved a heavy rotation of the run. I know, I said that yesterday. 65% of running. It's on the books. So I can't say enough of that. I definitely feel Coach Prime should have changed out of the O-line, but but yes, maturity is needed. Not that sake of his son's health. All the haters would be fans. Okay, so I'm way behind on these comments. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you think about what I just said. Okay, because we need to understand. It's almost like they need to redescribe college football at this moment, because there's money involved now. When NIL is here, everybody's getting paid. Should we just pay everyone and then just say, do your job? Or should we be more on the side of high school sports? Say, hey, this is a 4-year journey. Do your job. But now you got money, and then you got the NIL, right? Money, NIL. So this is no longer a 4-year journey, because you can leave when you want to, unless you already logged in a transfer. You can pretty much transfer if you want. 1 year, you out of here. So if you build a relationship, you do it like the old school way. And then the person leaves. Now what do you got? So it's like, it's no longer that thing where you're like, hey man, we're stuck together for 4 years. We might as well learn to get along, because I know that you're going to be protecting me. Is that a thing anymore? What do you guys think? Should it be that way, or should it not be that way? That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's where we're stuck at when it comes to college sports right now, because the dynamics have changed. And I don't know that anybody is really putting it into perspective, or even identifying what this is. This is new to college sports. It's new. Do we say, yes, there was money before? Yes, there was money, but it was illegal money. If you got caught giving money, even though people found creative ways to, creative ways to give money, the boosters found ways to give money. There's always been money. I get that. But now that you got the NIL, you got money. The NIL is free agency, and I'm sorry. The transfer portal is free agency. NIL is contract. So this is professional sports now. Erica Ransom, what up with you? DMV in the building, what up? Maryland, Erica, what up with you? The O-line, not all were accountable for omission, but not commission. Don't know what that means, Peter. Omission, but not commission. Break that down, because you're like a preacher on a Sunday morning right now. You about to go in. You set those two things up: omission, not commission. And then you break it down, and everybody starts shouting, running around in the church. Yeah, Pastor, waving that white flag. Break it down, Peter, Mr. Peter Investor. Please break it down for us, because you about to go in like an old Baptist preacher. Let's go. Yo, let me hear from y'all. I hope y'all having a good time at work, guys. So, okay. Now, with all of these anonymous coaches, all of these people, the title of the video, all of these anonymous coaches coming out. We touched on this a little bit yesterday in yesterday's show, but I think with all of these anonymous coaches, if you still want to talk, if you still have a question about or comment about the last thing I just said, the last segment, please go ahead and put that in the comments. But this segment, I want to talk about the anonymous coaches. The anonymous coaches, it's annoying because, like, I forget who said it. You're a coward if you don't want to put your name to it. If your name is not on it, we can't respect it. So it's like, yo, what do you want? Like, you're hiding behind something. You're hiding and you're throwing darts. All right. And not all of the anonymous coaches are saying bad things, just to be fair. Not all of them are saying bad things. Some of them are saying some of the things that we have seen. Okay. They need to do this. Shador needs to stop holding the ball. They need to be more aggressive. You know, so some people are saying some things, but some people are just kind of like saying like they're not going to be successful. Deion Sanders is not. He's selling a bunch of, baked goods, and if you don't eat them right away, they go bad. Some of them are just saying some crazy stuff, but for the most part, some people are just kind of like just saying stuff, but they don't want to put their face or their name on it. And I think we can call them whatever we want to call them, but how do we treat these people when we hear about their name? We didn't treat Pat Narduzzi or Pat Narduzzi. He's a football coach and he had an opinion and we dragged him. All right. Please put your name on it so I can make a video. Please. Come on, Pat. Give me one of those 50,000 view videos. Say something crazy, Pat. Please, Pat. I need it. Oh, my goodness. All right. So Peter Investor says, omission equals for not doing anything. Commission equals for doing intentionally. I mean, you made it worse. You don't made it worse, man. Coach Prime. Yes, the Sports Illustrated man of the sportsman of the year. Yes, that is definitely in there. They're hot as fish grease now. Who's hot as fish grease? What are these acronyms? RWCP. What does that mean? Somebody please help me out. So, I mean, I think it's the reason why they are anonymous is because of the fan base. Because not just the Colorado fan base, but the Deion Sanders fan base. And those are the YouTubers, the Skip Baylesses, the Speak people, the people who do that show, the FS1 Speak people, the people who are aligned with him, okay? Those who are going to protect him. Maybe the Shannon Sharps, whoever, right? Some people are objective and they're kind of like central, they're centrist, and some people are all the way in, all right? So if you put your name on a quote, you're going to get either dragged, but you're going to get talked about. And I think some people, I think they're trying to be anonymous because when your program starts being talked about, your fan base is going to feel it and your school's going to hear about it. And now everybody's going to be talking about your school and your fan base. So you got to be careful if you just, whether you say something nice or you say something crazy, whatever it is, if you want that heat, then put your name to it and people are going to talk about you. But I think some people just, they just ask questions just like anybody else in the media. And like, listen, man, I don't want no problems. I don't even want the trouble. Just put anonymous. I don't want my name attached to it because that fan base, they're crazy over there, okay? I ain't trying to deal with none of that, okay? Just give me the regular college football fans who just are upset that we lost or that we won or whatever. Give me those fans. But the Deion fans, the Deion tax, it's expensive. All right, the Deion tax is expensive. That's the reason why he's That's why he's the sports person of the year, because the Deion, what he did, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. We are heavy. We come hard. Okay, pause, but whatever. Okay, and when we here, okay, we are here. We are an army. Let's put it that way. Quincy Kennedy, what up with you? Shyla, the God, what up with you? Let's put this up. I believe Coach Prime is dangerous and he's about to destroy college football, like he more dangerous because when you have nothing to lose, LOL. Listen, man, the stature of Coach Prime, the type of person that Coach Prime is, what he likes to do, he likes to dominate. He's not a loser. He finds the silver lining in anything. Even this season is not a losing season for him, but he would have rather be 10-2, maybe 11-1, or just maybe undefeated like he was at Jackson State. It was not. You don't think that Coach Prime didn't think for 1 second that he could have won all of the games. He did think about that. Okay, he definitely got the pieces in place. Maybe not the O-line, but he definitely had the skill positions, and he thought he was just definitely going to run some people out the building. That didn't happen. So what does that message send to Coach Prime? Coach Prime is like, all right, I know what I need to do. I got it. Okay. When now that the season is over, he's like, all right, cool. Let's go. Because keep in mind, Coach Prime is dealing with a multitude of sins that are coming from outside, coming at him. Okay. Everybody, demons and everywhere are coming at him with everything. So he's dealing with this, dealing with that, and he's at Colorado trying to say, well, man, how do I deal with all of this and still deal with the fan base trying to instill some type of confidence with them? But I'm yet dealing with all of this stuff. All right. So now he's like, all right, cool. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get me a few dogs and I'm going to do this thing. And y'all will see. So he's keeping a few things to the vest. He's going to move a little differently this time. And you already seen how he's moving. He's not moving the same way. But he is going to be Coach Prime. So he's going to move a little differently this time because he understands the evils that are at him. All right? So when he finally gets that product, you will see what happens. Coach Prime about to build a all-black Hall of Oh, we go. Here we go. Lord have mercy. Hey, Harry, you have to embrace the smoke. I love all the smoke, good and bad. Surf, what up with you? Coach Prime about to build an all-black Hall of Fame coaching staff. Why are you doing that? Why y'all gotta be doing that? Come on, Quincy. Why you want to make me read that on live? When I say black, you know how many people disappear? Okay? There's no way Coach Prime is going to have an all-black, okay? You got Shermer. You got Sunseri. I mean, well, it's in Barcelona. Isn't he white? Unless I'm wrong, you know, because I didn't follow Jackson State. But you got mad white coaches there, so I don't know where you're going with this, Quincy. Stop playing with me, okay? You're trying to get me in trouble. All right, Surf, what you say here? Hey, Harry, you have to embrace the smoke. I love the smoke, good and bad. You know what, Surf? The smoke, yeah. I think that's why, like, you and I get along, even though we don't always agree. With Yardman, there's other people here. Like Slab used to be around here. I don't know if he's like, yo, Harry B, you crazy. But, you know, people who are just don't agree with us, if you are able to kind of see through that and you're mature enough to have a conversation with somebody who doesn't agree with you, it makes for good dialogue. I know that we don't always all agree all the time, but do you all have yes men in your families? In your own personal families, do you all have yes men? Do you agree with all your aunts, all your uncles? Do y'all agree with everybody in your immediate family? I'm not talking about at work or or outside of all of that. I'm just talking about in your family. Okay? You don't agree with everybody in your family. That's the same thing here. But we always like, if you don't agree with them, you don't just like give them a middle finger or do something and just say go away. No, you got to deal with that because they're family. So I'm trying to take that approach. I'm trying to have a more mature approach because now I'm a public figure. Being a public figure, you gotta have more of a mature approach. So I'm now open to a lot of different things that I probably wasn't open to when I first started the channel. I've grown. Oh my goodness, I have grown. East Coast said, "You better get me now." I'm with that, East Coast Calf. I'm with that. You better get me now. I think people are missing it. You know, it's easy to throw darts now. It is very easy to say, he ain't going to do X, Y, and Z. He ain't going to do this. He ain't going to do that. Kev, how quickly do we forget who we're dealing with? And that's what I would love to just say. How quickly do we forget that we are dealing with Deion Sanders, guys? It wasn't too long ago when he was reminding you, when Coach Prime, Deion Sanders was reminding you, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And then he started to do it. And everybody got quiet. Quiet. Okay? With a Q and a K. Like, quiet. When he started to do it. And then, now we know that there was rift in that coaching room. So now that the season is over and he's got his footing, he's now back on level ground, getting rid of people who went, I guess, once Sean Lewis and them, there was whatever was going on in that locker room and people weren't feeling like, oh man, I don't feel like part of this. People stopped doing their job. It was obvious. Okay? Week number 3, brethren. Go back to my community page. Let's go to it. Stop playing with me. Let's go to my communities page. I'm going to remind y'all. Because I'm telling you, something happened and I noticed it and I peeped it. Watch. I'm going to show you right now. Let's go to the channel. Go to community. I want to show you guys this stuff. Because at the end of the day, we have to remember that we peeped game that something was going on long time ago. Something was going on. And we knew that something was going on, and then at the end, and then we realized that. And then I realized, I was like, man, something right. Like something. The adults in that room are not really something. It's just something about it that is not going well. I feel like something is wrong, and that's when I peeped. That's when I said, you know what? We got to talk about this. This got to be something we talk about. I'm going to show you guys. Here we go, guys. I'm going to show you right now. One month ago, TLP Sports Club. 1 month ago, the Colorado Buffaloes are not a true family, and they are not happy. The Colorado Buffaloes are 4-2. This is when we were 4-2. I want you, my own writing. I want you to let that sink in for a second before I go in. It might make digesting this article a little easier. Coach Prime once again in his press conference said that they played like hot garbage. I 1000% agree. The defense was able to get some stops in that game to give the offense the ball back. Too often, the offense went out there and laid an egg and went 3 and out. Shador was sacked way too many times. The play calling was horrendous. I don't feel like everyone is happy in Boulder, Colorado. I feel like Coach Prime's staff in Jackson, Mississippi was way more happy, probably should have been happier, than this staff in Boulder. X's and O's is important, but family plays a major role in a team's DNA and identity. These guys are winning football games, but they are not playing winning football. I can attribute that to many aspects of the game, but now I've come to this conclusion. That staff are not all happy. Look out for a video on that. For now, I'll write some here. Week after week, those young men go out there on the field and battle their butts off to try to win. It's obvious that they have a lot of skilled players and maybe are missing a few key players to be elite. However, there's just something missing that is bugging me. And now I think there's a rift in the adults. There is a rift in the adults group. Those adults are not happy and on the same page. I feel like some of them feel some kind of way, and it's showing every week. They take that feel. I'll start with the OC, Sean Lewis. What do we know about him is that he is a brilliant play caller coming from Kent State and being their head coach. I'm 100% sure that he is happy. He is happy under Coach Prime's leadership. He isn't happy, I should have said. They are not gelling. The way they approach game and finish games is too messy for what I know Coach Prime is capable of and requires. I'm telling you, that I peep games. So a lot of the stuff that happened, guys, I feel like a lot of the stuff that happened, some of the stuff started taking place when the rift came in. When they started feeling some kind of way. I feel like some people gave up during the season. And now Coach Prime was left kind of like having to navigate this boat or this plane, and all of the pieces were not in place. So could it have had a Jackson State type of season? Yes, but if everybody's not on the same page, it's very hard to do that. Metaphysics says he lost his locker room right there. I'm telling you, that was like a month ago. Like, we were playing good. We were 4-2 when I wrote that. 4-2. I felt there was a rift going on. There was something in that locker room that was just not right. Because I feel like, well, this is a good team, man. I mean, there was, yeah, you saw some missed things here and there, but you're like, yo, this is a really decent team here. Why they're not playing to win? Why does it play like somebody's just playing just to kind of wait, just to kind of pass the day? It felt like after we went 4-2, or after we won 4 games, it was like, okay, we lost 1 game, and then we went 4-2, and now it was like you started scratching your head, like, wait a minute, like, something ain't right. This is not the same team. I know this team is good. I have the data that proves this team is good. We're supposed to be 8-4, but now we're playing like some junk. What happened? The locker room was no longer together. I know it. I know that in my heart. We can point the finger here. I'm telling you, once they lost that locker room, now Coach Prime was left to fend for whatever else he can piece together. So we don't know what they were dealing with, but we know that they were dealing with a lot in that locker room. And that's what cost us this season. And now we gave our microphone to the daggone distractors, and they're running us out of the freaking building. We can all say, yeah, we're still happy. Yeah, we're still happy. But I don't want to keep dealing with the detractors. I wanted that egg to stay on their faces after week number 3. After 3 weeks, when they were all quiet, not saying nothing, that's what I wanted to happen. And we could have had that if we went 8-4 or 9-3 or something like that. I'm telling you, it was possible. Meta Man is trolling. Well, if he's trolling, he's still right. I'm still right. Hey, yo, watch your language, please. Metaphysics. Please don't be using foul language, please. So Coach Prime did not lose the locker room. But, okay, Coach Prime did not lose the locker room as far as the kids are concerned. But the grown-ups in that locker room, there was a rift in the grown-ups within that locker room. And whenever there's a rift with mom and dad or the grown-ups in the room, then it makes for everybody who are supposed to be teaching these young men, their energy also transfers to the young men. When mom and dad are quarreling, it transfers to the kids as well. So they knew that there wasn't something everything wasn't right. So they started playing like it on the field. When the first 3 games we came out and we started playing like we wanted the game, after that, we started playing like we just wanted to just be just a part of this. Like, this ain't ours. We had the mentality like we're taking the world on. We're taking everybody out. And then all of a sudden something snapped and we went from actually playing like we want to win to playing like we didn't want to lose. And there's a difference from playing like you want to win and playing like you don't want to lose. And that's when everything else just started going out of. And then when the whole Sean Lewis thing happened, oh, it was over. It was over. Shador started getting hit from everywhere. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't like bad. And then like some things were said, and then people started like it was just like you're watching players just like going like this, literally on the field going like this. You saw offensive linemen going like you ain't gonna hit me, like bruh. It got bad. Diane Bay says, "Why Harry yelling? You're gonna have a heart attack." Oh, God forbid I have a heart attack. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it's just like, man, look, there's a lot of things that goes into wins and losses. If you just look at what's going on the field, then it's easy for you to just say, "Oh my gosh, they were a failure." Blah 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 blah. 4-8. We're having all of that hype and all you're overrated. Blah blah blah. You can say all of that. But once you start digging into the things that were happening, now that Sean Lewis went out there and it was so bad that he couldn't even say Coach Prom's name until he was asked. And then he said, "Coach." He didn't even say Prom. He said, "Yes, Coach, you know, he can inspire the kids. He can give a good speech. He can do all of this." But then, it was like, that's it? It's like, yeah? Is that all you got for him? I'm waiting for like more, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the real football stuff. But he was like, "Yeah, that's all. That's about all he got for me. So I'm out of here. Like, don't ask me no more questions. I'm out." You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, I get it. You want to move on. But dang, we know, and we're gonna glean, all right? We're gonna glean from what is being said in the body language. We're gonna read all of that. The media is gonna read all of that. So if what you're giving us or what you're not giving us, we're going to pick it up. So whatever you're throwing down, we're picking up. Bad coaching coast caused them the Sanford game, caused them the games that were close. Yeah, I mean, we know that. The Pac-12 had a huge conference resurgence this year on par with SEC. Seth Marie, what up with you? I think the Pac-12 consistently had more top AP top ranked teams than a lot. I don't know who was the most, but I think let's look at it real quick. I have it right here. If you guys look at it, I'm covering my own face on purpose. If you guys look at here, so does the SEC, are these all SEC teams? All of you football people, can you guys tell me, like, I know that the Pac-12 had a lot of teams on the list, but I don't know if these are all SEC teams. You got Arizona, Washington, Oregon, so that's 3. You got the Beavers, that's 4. Can anybody else count for me how many SEC is Ohio State? Are the rest SEC teams? Because I don't know for sure. So okay, let's just say the SEC, I mean the Pac-12 had 4. That's pretty good for, like, and we had to play all of these teams. Well, we didn't play Washington, but we played Washington State, who was they ranked at the time? No, Washington State was not ranked. but they were ranked for a good part of the season. All right. Ohio State is Big 12. Colorado sucks. Okay, we got a hater in there. Can you tell us why this suck? Or are you just gonna throw stuff and then run? While most of you Prime fans are just that, all black. All right, so we just gonna get troll. I would like to have a conversation. If you're not a Prime fan, but you want to be respectful and have a good conversation, I'd like to talk to you. You don't have to run. Like, I won't disrespect you. If you don't disrespect me, I will not disrespect anybody that's not a Coach Prime fan. I'm not that guy. So I just want to know. I want people to understand that I am not that guy that's going to just, if you don't want to just throw darts and you want to have a conversation, email me. Hot tips for tlpsports@gmail.com. Email me. Let's have a conversation. Even though we're going to be ending the show real soon. But I love to talk to people who have a difference of opinion and then explain why you think what you think. If you're just a troll, you're just a troll. I get it. You just want to say they suck. But tell me why they suck. All right? So tell me why this sucks. I want to know. I want us to have a conversation and discuss some things because we can learn from you, possibly. All right. So let's put this up. They finished 1-8 in conference. They won 33% of their game. They blew a 29-point lead while maintaining an 80% passing to 20% run game in the second half. Yeah, East Coast. Let them call up. Tell us why. If you are not a Coach Prime fan and you keep saying this suck, if you can be respectful, email me. Hot tips for tlpsports@gmail. It's right on your screen, right at the top right of my screen, top right on top left. Okay, screen right. All right. Hot tips for TLP Sports. Hopefully you guys can see it right there. Email me. Come on, tell me why you think they suck, and then tell me. And then we can have a conversation. I'd like to debate somebody telling me they suck because I know that number one, we had one of the best cornerbacks, we had one of the best quarterbacks, we had some of the best wide receivers in college football. We had one of the toughest running backs room, all right, in college football. So all of those things says they suck. No, we just have some family issues. I think we have family issues. That's what it was. We have family issues. All right. Icing your own kicker. You're picking like one thing like that happened way back. Email me. Whoever wants to email me. Like this, come on. If you can be respectful and not be cussing all over the place and you can kind of have a conversation with me, email me, let's talk, because that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Y'all hit the like button, guys. Let's get more people in the chat, because if you're a hater, you're a hater. I mean, but have a hater ever had a conversation with a lover? Right? A respectful conversation with a lover. All right. I'm a lover of Colorado and Coach Prime. It's no secret that I support Coach Prime. This whole entire channel is dedicated to Colorado football and Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. Anything that happens with them, I'm putting it up. All right. So talk to me. Let me know what it is that you think is bad. Because what I've learned is that most people that said they suck, they really don't know why they suck. They just kind of say it and then they run. They don't have anything to say. All right. Extreme, what up with you? All right, guys. So we have a little bit more to go. I'm going to let it go a little bit longer, but I want somebody to come on and have a conversation with me. Come on here. Let's talk about anonymous coaches. Let's talk about why some people are saying Colorado sucks. If you dare to have that conversation, and then let's talk about the fact that, and then if you are a fan base, if you are part of the fan base, and you want to talk about these anonymous coaches, or you want to talk about the OC situation, please come on. Let's have a conversation. Email me at hottipsfortlpsports@gmail.com. If you're here on the show, if you're watching it in restream, you'll just see the conversation. Yeah, this guy, I know a lot of people are scared. So anyways, a lot of people are very too afraid to come on because they don't want the wrath. I'm poking you. Come on, poke. Come on. Let's talk about it. Tell me the real reason. Like, this is your opportunity to finally have, instead of trolling in comments, this is your opportunity to rub a few sentences together. Because obviously you're just kind of troll. You're on your lunch break. You take a bite of your sandwich, or you're eating gari and fish, or whatever African food you got on lunch. Maybe you're not African, but who cares? So you take a break, and then you be like, they all suck, and then you run away, and then you go finish lunch, and then you go back to work. If you work on Wall Street or something like that, just don't get no cassava leaf or palm butter on your shirt, okay? But it's we all have to understand, Coach Prime is that dude. We're talking about him every day. The media is talking about him. Sports Illustrated is giving him awards. A lot is happening around Coach Prime. And if you think, all right, a lot of us, we like to think that our vision or whatever is in our immediate sphere of influence, that's our worldview. That's where everything is. We think that that's the entire world. And I want to be the first to let you know or remind you that that is not the entire world. The way you see things, a few decommits, a few coaches leaving, you're seeing the regular being exploded or being highlighted or hyped as everything. So now you're coming with conclusions thinking that, oh my goodness, everyone doesn't want to play for Coach Prime. Nobody wants to come over here. What you're missing is the other aspect of this, okay? There is real recruiting going on. There are real people that are giving him awards. There are real sports writers that think this guy is going to change the sport, and he has already changed the sport. And a lot of people, that's why some of them want to be anonymous, are afraid of what he's about to do. Please do not give this guy any players. Please do not give this guy any players. I promise you, if you give him players, some of these people, some of these coaches either played against Coach Prime while they was coaching and he had to play with them, or some of these people understood and know when he was playing what he is capable of. And they know what he was capable of in high school and at Jackson State. They're like, yo, you give this guy an inch and he's going to take a mile. So please do not give him 1 inch. And that's why you got a bunch of anonymous coaches out there that don't want to put their name on there. Okay, they don't want to put their names out there. Because if you do, it could be something that comes back and people are going to say, well, that didn't age well. Well, what do you think now? And he's going to be slapping tables and say, well, do you believe now? It's going to happen to y'all. It is going to happen to y'all. And I'm telling you, I'm speaking from a BWB standpoint, from a Coach Prime, to somebody who knows Coach Prime, and I think I know him pretty well, from his days of playing and how competitive he is taking this personal. Coach Prime is taking this personal. And I want everybody to please understand how personal he's taking this. He ain't taking this lying down. I'm telling you, 4-8, if you don't know what he's doing, then you don't know Coach Prime. And I'm here to tell you right now, the people that are coming, you're once again going to be surprised. Once again, you're going to be surprised, and you're going to be like, damn, maybe I was wrong. I will meet you right back here doing a show about it. Okay? I will meet you right back on here. Oh, my gosh. Let me check the email, make sure nobody's emailing me. Hot tips for TLPsports@gmail.com. Just being myself. Y'all man said yes, it will garner some hate, and some will say he don't deserve it. Love or hate, he did create a buzz this season. He changed college football. All right? Changed college football. Richard said them refs stole some games. That one was coming. Listen, if you think there are anonymous coaches, there are also anonymous refs. Okay, there are also anonymous refs. That hey man, we all got friends. Somebody got a friend. Hey yo, you coaching the Dion game this week? Yeah, I'm coaching the Dion game. All right, you know what I'm saying? All right. With my sinuses, I can't even breathe regular. So you coaching that Dion game this week? Hey, buddy, let's go out and go get a drink, buddy. Everybody got a friend, okay? Everybody got a friend. NCAA, whew, boy, you can't say enough about them. All right. Well, I mean, we talking about Seth Marie. What up with you? Welcome to the show. Those decommits were high school juniors. We're talking about 2025 for a lot of them. 2025. So we got time. We got time. All right. We got a lot of time to replace 2025. 2024 is pretty much almost set when we just get the Hawks in the house. That's it. You don't need a lot. I'm gonna make this point. You don't need a lot. You need some, but not too much. Okay? Because you get the line, then you get their backup. Now you want one more, that makes 3 to be their backup, just in case they get nicked up or they get tired and you need to replace them just so they can catch a breath. Because the line, when you saw other teams replacing their entire line, bringing a whole new line in, if you can do that, you will win a lot of games because you got fresh people and you trust the fresh people to come in and take over. And you can almost every down, you can bring in new lines. That's crazy. The team that can get a line that can replace the entire, maybe 3 to 4 guys on the line, almost every other down, that is a blessing that you can, if you can afford that, you will win a lot of games. We didn't have that luxury. Okay, we had guys that got hurt, and we're like, "Yo, you got to stay in, bro. We ain't got nobody else on this line that is as big as you that can do anything. Like, if you don't stay in, bro, we done." So we were playing guys that were hurt for the most part. Shador was hurt, Travis was hurt. We have people that had concussions, neck injuries that were still playing because doctor says, "Okay, you can go in. You all right?" They were still hurt. So we were playing against a lot of adversities and a lot of things that were going on in that field that most people don't know about. But we're not here to make excuses. We're here to let you know that if you think that this is not going to happen, I'm here to rip you a new one. CU would never live down that 29-point lead blowout that lead to a loss. All right, so yes, every team suffers injuries. Every team does suffer injury. The point that I was trying to make was all black. The point that I was trying to make is that we were already deficient. We weren't that deep. Some teams have the luxury of changing out players almost every other play. I'm talking about the whole set of players. Some teams were doing that we played. We barely can get a secondary. We barely can get a bench. The second guy. All right, the second string. We barely had a second string. So let alone trying to somebody gets hurt, the second string comes in. That's it. That's all we got. And our second string was not as strong as the first guy. Some teams have 2 first strings. All right. Some teams have 2 starters. They're just there and they're just as good. So they can come in, give you a breather, and then they go right back into the game. When you can do that all game, you won't even notice that the coach ain't coaching. You won't even notice the coach has gone home to have dinner with his wife, and he's already off the field, and it would just be poetry in motion. Football is not complicated. The only reason why is there's so much that we can point at is when everything is not in sync. If everything is in sync and everybody's doing their job, it's so beautiful to watch. That's why everybody loves. That's why football is America's sport, because it's so easy. It's so easy to watch. KMS, everything going on in Colorado done happened somewhere at some point. Chasing fools, gold, trying to talk down on Prime. I'm telling you. People never learn. Some people will never learn. All right, guys, we got 15 more minutes. I'm going to 1:30 because I got to drop this one video. We got 15 more minutes to talk in the show, to go on the show. I'm not going 3 hours today. We're gonna shut it down at 1:30, guys. So, Seth Marie, Stanford won. Stanford won 3 games. Give several teams good games. Yes. Let's see another coach take a brand new team. Extreme said, let's see another coach take a brand new team with 85 plus new players in Power 5 and go 4-8. Not happening. It could have been more. Brett. Hold up. Is this breaking news? Big Daddy 6. Brett Bartoloni is the offensive coordinator? It's been announced? Let's break this news. For those Michigan. Are we breaking news? Big Daddy 6? Shador had a fractured back. Yes. That was confirmed on a well-off media video. But it says it's not fractured in a way where he's not mobile and he can't, do things. He will be back practicing soon as when all those things start. Can somebody confirm that Brett Bartoloni is the offensive coordinator for Colorado? Are we breaking news right now? Farama Dot, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Seth Marie, what up with you? Okay, anybody else? Big Daddy, are you still here? I got to the Brett Cole, Colorado offensive coordinator. Sometimes when I'm doing the show, I can't. JTL just posted it. Oh, okay. Let me see if there's an article so that I can get it. All right, I see nothing on the Buffalo's Wired at usatoday.com. I do see here, social media reacts to Sean Lewis leaving Colorado for San Diego State head coach. Yeah, we're talking about that for sure. All right, so I guess all the writers are still going to be writing about that. Seth Marie says, needs to be Byron Leftwich unless he gets an head coaching job. Yeah, so, okay, I don't see anywhere officially posting that. So some people, maybe they have inside jobs, or they have inside, like Grit said, he had a inside connect. All right, I can't roll on a video for that unless somebody official says it. I'm trying to pretend like I'm a good journalist. I can't go up to the YouTube video that says, hey man, it just happened. I need somebody official. I want y'all to respect me just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man. I want to get a little bit of respect out here, okay? In these here YouTube streets. Oh, that was your pick? Oh, come on, Big Daddy, man. You got me calling you Daddy? Stop playing with me. Next time, just say my pick is Brett Bartoloni. Oh, man. Do you have live call-in during the evening? Like, do I have a call-in show? Are you saying, do I have a call-in show doing, like, at night? I'm going to start one, but I haven't started it yet. This one is just supposed to be at noon only. But I think I'm going to start a night show because I think people are working doing the noon shows. So a lot of you are not going to be able to call in. I get it. So I might have to start one like at 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm thinking about starting a show at 7 o'clock Eastern time I'll probably go from 7 to 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Y'all men say, so sorry, but Brett is worthless. Didn't I just read that he was the OC at Jackson State? And you were at Jackson State too, so you were a Jackson State guy. So what are you saying, Yardman? My bad, man. I didn't know that was your pick. You probably started the show late, and you probably were getting something that I said earlier. I forget. You know, some people come in late and then they get to that part. But anyways, that's your pick. That's not breaking news. Ain't nobody posting that. So, but there is word out there that Byron Leftwich is, you know what I'm saying, he's being heavily sought after to take that job. So I believe when the news comes out, Byron Leftwich may be the guy that's tapped. So, you know what I'm saying? There are rumors out there. Let me check the email, make sure nobody's calling in, make sure nobody wanted to come on and okay. So at the end of the day, guys, we have a lot of things that's going on around Colorado. We have a lot of moving parts. Like Coach Prime, how can I say this? Why do so many people think that what Coach Prime has done, he can't do it again? I want if anybody can answer that question. Why do you think if he was able to do something, he can't do it again? And then I want to really know, like, from anybody who's if you don't like Coach Prime, I want to really know, why do you think that he can't do something? It's a question that I have in my head, and I don't know how to articulate the question so that I can get a good answer, because it's like there's a strong hate for him, and it's either you're enamored with him, you know that he can do it, but you're either disillusioned, you're either been disenfranchised because you felt like he left Jackson State, or you feel like he did something to you, that a move that he made disenfranchised you from him. But it's always there's like this middle ground. Like, what is it that, or is it the speech for you? Is it the Louis luggage? Did the Louis luggage turn you off? Is it his bravado? Is it the fact that he has swagger and that's just how he is? Like he's suave, or he likes to do certain things the certain way that he does it? Is that what people really hate? Because I want to know, like, if I was not a lover or a fan or a supporter, and obviously the opposite of hate is love, right? So if I wasn't a supporter, I want to like allow my brain to kind of travel in the head of somebody who's not a supporter just for a second. Like, I want to see, just say, like, okay, if I was to hate Coach Prime, if I was to hate Deion Sanders, why would I hate him? That is perfect. That's exactly what I was getting at. Let's talk for a second. For once, before the show ends, we got about 7 minutes left. If I was a Deion Sanders hater, I want to travel in that brain for 1 second with you guys. Why would I hate him? I just want to know, just for my sake, why would I hate him? Could it be jealousy? Maybe I'm jealous. I'm not one to be jealous. So for me, it wouldn't be no. Right now, I don't want to confuse nobody. Right now, I'm traveling in the head of somebody who hates Deion Sanders and trying to figure out, if I was to hate him, why I would hate him. For me personally, I'm not a jealous person, so I could care less. If you are more successful than me, there are YouTubers that are more successful than me. JTL, he's more successful than me. Chico's more successful than me. Prime to Colorado, more successful than me. Hot Top Sports, he's more successful than me. So there's a lot of more successful people than me. But I don't know that I hate anyone. Now, I don't comment on nobody else's channel anymore, because I feel like when you comment, it gives somebody a room to say something negative about you. That's what I've learned. So I stopped commenting on people's stuff. If I watch your video, I watch your video. But there's certain people that I won't even interact with no more. So hate for me is different now. When I first started my channel, I was in my feelings in the beginning. So a lot of things used to hit me a little differently until I started asking God for help. I said, God, help me, please, because I'm a public figure and not everybody. I want to be political, a lot more like politicians. Because I asked myself, how do politicians move when you have so many people hating you, but you can still stand there and speak with them and shake their hands and still get work done with them? So I said, God, help me figure that out. God, Holy Spirit was like, don't lose no argument. Don't lose the person. Don't win an argument and lose the person. Deal with them in love, because a hurt person can hurt people because they're hurt for some reason. So let's travel in the hurt person's mind. What is going on in the hurt person's mind that they hate Deion Sanders? I'm not jealous. Okay. I'm not jealous. So I wouldn't say I would be jealous because of his son. I can't be jealous of Shiloh or Shador. I can't be jealous, like, okay, for the media thing. I'm not jealous of his son, Bucky. So I'm not jealous. I can care less. That's his thing. I don't want what he got. You know why? Because the trouble that comes with that, I don't know if I'm ready for that trouble. He's been living this life a longer time than I have. I'm not saying he's him and I the same age. I'm just saying the life of a celebrity, the life of a high-profile person, and dealing with the demons that come with that, he's been dealing with that a lot longer. So I can't pray for what he got. I don't want that. God forbid I get that. 300,000 people on a channel and people coming at me in different ways. I don't know if my spirit is ready for that yet. So no, I don't want that. Thanks, but no thanks. But why do people hate Coach Prime? Let's travel in their heads. If you were to hate Coach Prime, why would you hate Coach Prime? Can you put it in the comments? Help me out. Help me have this conversation. We got 3 minutes to go. If you were to hate Coach Prime, why do you hate Coach Prime? Why? Like, Colorado sucks. Like somebody who says Colorado sucks. Apart from just being a troll, apart from just wanting to have some fun with people who take it too seriously, I guess some trolls are lighthearted people. They just want to have some fun. I can just throw some things out there and be like, oh, your coach sucks, and I want to see how people respond. And then I sit back, laugh, and then go back to my life and whatever else I was doing. That's just a normal troll, all right? Because some people, we take some of this stuff way too seriously, all right? It's obvious. And some people just troll that way. I don't have a trolling spirit just because I'm a Christian, and trolling is opposite of loving and all of those things. The fruit of the spirit doesn't allow me to troll, all right? Do I get angry and respond to people when the Holy Spirit is telling me otherwise? Don't do that, Harry. Don't send that comment. I do that a lot. I am disobedient a lot on that. So I got to admit that one. Okay. But trolling is not a natural thing that I just like to do because it's weird for me. So if you were to hate Deion Sanders, guys, can you walk with me for 1 second? Why would you hate Deion? What is one reason why, if you were to hate him, if you want to take that ride, if you don't want to entertain it, just I get it. But I just wanted to know, like, I want to get into the heads of the people that hate him or that just don't like him and just understand why for 1 second. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, God, open my brain to this. And then you're like, oh, that's the reason why. Oh, wow. Now I get it. Oh, man. Demons, dude, wore a dress to get what he is doing now. He have the machine behind him for sure. Are you addressing Deion? Who wore a dress? I don't know. Somebody wore a dress? I don't remember anybody wearing a dress. All right, guys, before I end this show, let me do a test. Phil So Real, All Black, Metaphysics, Virtual Authority, Jeffrey Wilson. Guys, let me ask you a fair question, please, if you can. All right? Help me out. Would you guys participate in a nightly show starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern? Would that be a good time slot for you? I will still do a noon show, but I would kind of split it up between noon and night. So can you guys help me out real quick? I'm taking a survey. I want to know for you guys that are here, Would a 7 p.m. show fit a lot of your schedule? Prime wore a dress? Oh, I don't know. Listen, I don't indulge in everything, okay? Our man Guthrie says yes. 7 p.m. is cool. I didn't know that he wore a dress. I didn't know that he pulled a Tyler Perry. I didn't know that. Was that a video he was in, or he just wore a dress playing around? Just be myself. People love to throw hate around because you have an opposing view. Don't write checks your your kids can't cash. Okay, so Jeffrey said yes. Oh, he wore a dress on Saturday Night Live years ago. Phil So Real said good. 7 p.m. is good. Okay, so a few people like 7 p.m. Guys, the show we about to wrap up this show, but let me get a few more people. 7 p.m. show is good, like maybe a nightly wrap up show for Colorado wrap up show, nightly wrap up. I want to do a night show, but I like the noon. I like the noon time because people, for some reason we get a lot done. We get breaking news, things that are happening. But if 7 p.m. is good for you guys, give me a yes or give me a thumbs up or something. Like, let me know, guys. He did on Lip Sync Battle, old TV show on TNT. It's about 10 years old. Erica Ransom says 7 p.m. is good. Okay, you guys like 7 p.m. Okay. Virtual Authority says, okay, y'all having a conversation. Yardman, you like 7 p.m. show? Yardman, 7 p.m. is good for you, man. Yo, but anyways, the show, listen, man, the show has been successful. I just started this noon TLP live at noon. I just started it. It's been a great success. We've been doing 3 hours. We've been rocking out. We've got a lot of information out there. I've had people come on and we've had a great time. And this is a great slot. We get a lot done. But I feel like a lot more people can benefit from the show, especially having guests come on, like just random guests. I can have professionals come on. I can invite other people to come on, like maybe Coach Matt. I can invite Coach Matt to come on. Hey, Coach, can you come on here? I can reach out to Bucky or whoever and be like, hey, man, do you want to come on and talk to TLP Live? I keep it real here. I ask you some serious questions. I love your dad, but I'm critical of him. I hope you don't mind. Hey, man, but when I keep it real, I love your whole family. Can you come on? I would invite some professionals, but I like the fans. I like that experience with the fans because you guys, you're gonna give me the real, okay? You're gonna keep it all the way funky, all right? You're gonna tell me, like, I like Coach Prom. This is the reason why I think the way I think. Or some people just gonna be like, hey man, I'm on the fans. I don't really care about him, but this is how I think. So I like that experience. It makes for a good show. All right. So we don't have a bunch of choir members singing the same song, singing in harmony. All right. So good show, even though you are a Prime fan. Good show, even though you are a Prime. I'm a Prime fan, but I like to keep it real, man. We like to talk on here. So all black, you gotta meet me at 7:00 when I start dropping the 7:00 shows. You gotta come on here so we can have a debate. Even if you're not a Prime fan, I like to keep it respectful. If you're respectful, we can talk. TV is about all drama. If it's a TV show, it's all about drama. Without drama, it's boring. All right. So if you have an opposing view, that's the stuff that goes viral. That's the stuff that makes for a good show, and everybody can kind of get in their feelings or whatever. As long as we keep it respectful, we're not calling each other names. Some people curse people out on the daggone internet. Like, why are you cussing me out? I didn't do nothing to you. Come on now, I ain't do nothing to you. You just call me an F boy. Like, you're an F boy. Like, for what? For liking Coach Prom? Tell me why you don't like him. Oh man, I love life. I love God, and that's all I got for you today, guys. Look out for me coming out with a 7 p.m. show. I can't tell you when yet, but listen, man, this has been fun. Thank you so much. Phil So Real, salute to you. All black, salute to you. Where you at? Is Karen still in? Not Karen. DDBB. Boy, your names are something else. Extreme, salute to you. All right, guys, thanks for chilling with me. TLP live at noon. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. And please look out for a show that I'll be starting at 7 o'clock nights. I don't know when yet, but I'll let you know. Thank you for chilling with me, guys. You know who I am, a Harry B, guys. That right there was the Liberian Perspective. That's TLP Sports Club. Brah. Peace. Love you guys. I'm out of here.